I want to talk about the law of free will in this new Sunday series that I'm starting. My name is Uma. I'm the CEO of a metaphysical wellness center, and I teach about the natural laws at my studio, the most obvious one being the law of attraction. But today I felt like let's start from the basics. Let's start from the very first law that I learned about that actually changed my life for the better, and it's the law of free will. Now, if you Google it, you'll get a lot of different definitions about what the law of free will is, and they all are correct, just saying the same thing in different words. The way I liked the way it has been said or it has been worded is the law of free will means that nothing can come into your experience without your invitation. So when you understand the law of free will, it's pretty much saying that we invite into our life the experiences that we have. We can also invite experiences into our life by making unconscious decisions. It's kind of like following the law of cause and effect. You know, every reaction has an equal reaction, right? Consequences of intent. These are all things that can be classified under unconscious choices. So for instance, if I am I'm just going to choose this because I watched this on Netflix about a stalker, right? A stalker TV show. And if I choose to consume my days, my time, obsessing over someone, right? I can really manipulate reality to create a version of reality that is real to me, but it's not real to everyone else. Thereby, getting things such as restraining orders, going to court for harassment, jail time possibly, right? Because I know a lot of us watch these shows and we're like, how could these people just be so obsessed with this one person and create this whole fantasy world? Yeah, through their choice. So when you learn that at the very basic level of it, our choices are important, our choices can make or break us, you become very aware of the choices you make. When I learned this concept a couple years ago, I started becoming very attuned to what I was choosing. And then I realized there was a lot of things in my life that were there not because I chose it, but because I did not choose it. Remember, whatever we are unconsciously also projecting, we are consciously receiving. So, case in point, there was a part of me that always saw myself as a victim. And then I would attract people to play the victimizer role, whether that would be an abusive boyfriend or an on-again, off-again friend, a disloyal friend, or a dramatic family member. I kept choosing people to come into my role to victimize me because underlying it all, I had the idea that I was a victim. So once I stopped choosing to believe I was a victim, once I started to change my outlook on life, that I was not a victim, that I wasn't even a survivor, I was a thriver, then all of life opened up for me. And then those people, unhealthy people that were in my life, just started to naturally gravitate out of my life, or I just gravitated away from them. So in life, we have the choice about what we do with our time and what we do with our energy. And each choice we make determines whether we're going to have a good day or a bad day, a good week or a bad week, a good month, a good year, or a bad year. It all comes down to our choices. Now, a lot of times, I'm known as the love healer here on TikTok. I am a life and dating coach in real life. And a lot of times when I work with some ladies, it's hard for them to understand that they have a choice in the things that they're doing. Well, I love him. I can't stop thinking about him. Yes, you can. It's not easy. You're not going to get it the first day. But maybe by the 5th or 6th day of consciously paying attention to, I'm having a thought about him again. Let me think about something else. Oh, I'm thinking about him again. Let me call a friend. Right? Retraining your behavior, retraining your choices. After constant work, you can get out of it to the point where you don't think about that person anymore. But I can't delve too much into that. I am not a therapist, and I don't know how to analyze behavior or change behaviors in those patternings. The one thing I do know is that I myself used to have obtrusive negative thoughts, and in working with my therapist, in working with myself and catching myself, I was able to retrain my brain to do more positive things. But that is just going off into a tangent I don't even want to go off into, because I am not a therapist and I don't claim to be one. I'm just a soul alignment coach working with people who seem to be stuck in the areas of love. And this is what I tell them. Love is easy, love is kind, love is respectful, love honors. It doesn't dishonor. So if you have someone in your life that you are confused about, it's probably not love. If you have someone in your life that you're obsessing about, caring about, treating very kindly, and you're not getting back that respect that you deserve, it's probably not love. My recommendation, of course, is to seek a therapist and to talk to them about what you're feeling and what you're experiencing. And then also remembering that the law of free will says nothing comes into our life without invitation. I have to say that specifically because in the time that I've been doing readings and live streams in the past 3 years, I've had several people come to my live streams asking me if I can undo black magic done on them, and they believe that this is what is the cause of their obsession with someone. These are very, very strong and dark areas of life to go into. And I have to say, even as a metaphysician, as a healer, as a psychic, I don't believe in black magic, but I do believe in the law of attraction, which would state that if you believe in it, then it must come true. So the purpose of this talk today, in this first of this Sunday series sermons, spiritual sermons, is this. You have control over your life. You get to make the choices about what you focus on and what you don't focus on. You get to make the choices of who's in your life and who you can be with. You get to choose how you see yourself show up for all the things you want in your life, or how you keep yourself back. Choose wisely, and choose always peace, love, light, positive vibes. It's not that hard. It's not that simple. It's work. But a lot of us can overcome our ways of being and the things that we're doing just by making better choices, healthier choices. Give yourself a chance. You never know. It might work out way better than you intended for it to work out. All right? And trust me, as a reformed toxic person, toxic girl, this stuff does work. I strongly support anybody that's in therapy, speaking to a therapist and working through the mental rankings of their mind. It's very beneficial.